This comes as a new legal battle over the latest North Carolina congressional district map begins. A group of Black and Latino voters, they say the new districts unlawfully weaken minority voting power.
And they're calling out 4 districts, including the 12th and the 14th, each covering parts of Charlotte. This lawsuit coming on the same day candidates could begin to sign up to run in the 2024 election. And so that election is expected to use the map being challenged in court right now.
Yeah, WCNC Charlotte's Caitlin Hagwood joining us in the studio tonight. Caitlin, what are voters saying about this now?
Well, voters are really wanting to see those congressional maps barred. They don't want to see them used. And take a look at this. This is a 31-page federal lawsuit that was filed in court Monday. And it's an attempt by 18 voters to try to stop this from taking place for the reasons that you mentioned. Now, Republicans, however, they say that it is lawful. They did this by the law, and they say that these claims are baseless.
The battle to bar the newly drawn North Carolina congressional map continues, this time with a lawsuit filed in federal court. The 31-page suit filed by Black and Latino voters accuses state legislators of violating the U.S. Constitution by creating 4 racially gerrymandered congressional districts that weaken the minority vote and favor Republicans.
People ought to be able to select their own representatives, not the other way around.
Though not directly mentioned in the case, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper speaking in favor of the filing.
It's clear that not only were these gerrymandered districts drawn in a partisan way, they were drawn in violation of the Voting Rights Act.
But speaking earlier this year, Republicans say the law is on their side after the state Supreme Court relaxed its position on partisan gerrymandering.
There's no doubt that the congressional map that's before you today has a lean towards Republicans. It's the duty of this body to draw the map and without constraints except for those that are listed in our state constitution.
In a statement, House Speaker Tim Moore, who's among the Republicans being sued, says, quote, "It has taken Democratic activists over a month after these maps were approved by the General Assembly to concoct these baseless allegations." He adds this is an attempt to, quote, "throw chaos into North Carolina elections on the first day of candidate filing. We are fully confident that these maps are going to be used in this election and every election this decade."
Well, while the voters suing do ultimately want to stop the full congressional map from being used in elections, their filings don't immediately seek a temporary restraining order, which would prevent the maps from being used in 2024.
All right, Caitlin, thank you so much for those updates.